Hello and welcome. Good evening. Happy March 1st of 2025. Has March come in like a lion? Because it certainly did here today. And we are definitely in the beginnings of the shadow period of a Mercury retrograde. Yes, yes. And Mercury retrograde goes retrograde on the eve of the 14th and into the 15th of this month and lasts until April 6th. So we will be blessed with that. Oh, yes. Amazing, amazing. Hello and welcome. And I'll tell you what, who else is amazing? All of you. My goodness, I have so many memberships. My goodness. So we're just going to start, and I'm going to tell you the generosity of you guys. There is our dear Sherry Leaf. I think that's how I pronounce your name, my darling. If I got it wrong, do not hesitate to tell me, okay? 20 memberships, 20 memberships. Oh my gosh. Thank you pardon me. Thank you very much for your support. And welcome to all new members. And this goes for everybody. Thank you very much. Here we go. So welcome to all new members. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. So we have to scroll down because I'm clicking, and it's amazing. And then all of a sudden, we have more. And let me get Roxy, little sweetheart, 10 memberships from you. Thank you so much for your generosity, my darling. And there are 10 more. Welcome to all new members. My goodness. I love you. Thank you so much for supporting this channel. I couldn't do it without you. And here is Jewel with 5 memberships coming in hot. And thank you very much. Everybody looks like they're just having a good time. I've got a big show lined up for each and every one of you. And thank you so much for being here. I am excited. So I'm going to pin a little something in the chat for all of you, my darlings. Hello and welcome, welcome, welcome. This was just approved for me, and I'm going to pin it into the chat. And there we go. Let me pin it here, and I'm going to show you what it is. If I can keep up with it, pin the message in the chat. I'm going to show you what we've got going on, my darling. Here, my darling. Well, honey, you just did. You gave memberships, so I don't know. But anyway, let me show you. Let me share the screen with you. And let me share and show you. Look at what we have, my darlings. We have merchandise. And not only do we have merchandise, but we've got a shirt here that says, "Be Brave" by John. Isn't that pretty cool? And we also have this cup. Now, we actually have 2 mugs. They're actually mugs. And you can see, you can scroll down here. There's Seeing Crime. And there's a little Seeing Crime logo on the left shoulder. But there's a lot of mugs. There is an iPhone clear case with "Be Brave" on it. And then this mug, I'm sorry, one of the mugs has, let me see here. This is the mug up here in the top row, "Be Brave." And on the back of it, let me see if I can show it to you. The back of it has "Justice for John," hashtag "Justice for John." So I wanted to show that to you. It is supposed to be live on my channel, my darlings. So we'll just wait and see. Yes, we have merch. And there it is, my darlings. Oh, my, my, my. So there we go. And it is very exciting for me. This is my first merch store, and we're just going to see how it goes. And we'll just go from there. So you can head on over there at the link in the description. I'm sorry, there's going to be a link in the description, but there's a link in the chat that I have pinned. So I'm going to be adding more Right now, the colors are black and white. The other colors just don't look so good with, these logos and everything else. So there you go. I make just very little. I want you guys to be happy. And Marisma, I got to tell you, my darling, the duck is coming. What the duck is coming, it will be on there. I will be adding that. So keep checking back. I will be adding the duck. So I had to get it all approved through YouTube first. And there we go. So once I get everything, it's supposed to be pinned in the channel. We'll see how it goes. My first time doing it. So there we are, my darlings. And I am excited to bring that to you. I just really wanted to get that Be Brave mug out there. And thank you so much for recognizing John. I just think it's marvelous. I am going to do something for Karen. I haven't decided yet. And all proceeds from that sale, I will donate to Karen's Defense Fund. So keep checking back. We'll see what's going on, and we'll just keep going there. We'll just keep going there, okay? So there you go. There you go, my darlings. So that is awesome. Now, we've had a busy week, haven't we? Very busy. To the point where it's sickening busy. And I'm going to tell you, it is amazing what is going on. I've never seen anything like this before. And quite frankly, I have never seen the amount of lawyers just gasping at what the heck is going on. I think that Auntie Bev this coming week is going to do maybe some drastic things. I want you all to hold on. But I also want you to know that everything is going to be okay. I mean, look, I've got Poe here beside me, and I have a little public service announcement from Poe. Poe says he wants you all to collect shiny things, hop around happily down the road for no reason. And he also wants you to yell and scream loudly when you see your friends, because that's what it's all about. Poe just got back from the hospital of Zelda because Sammy keeps attacking him and breaking his leg. So I have to keep him up on the shelf. But I wanted to bring him by. And, I may even put Poe on one of the merch. So just so you know, Poe just may be there. I got to figure that out. So I love Poe, but he will be. So remember, collect shiny things, hop down the street apparently for no reason, and scream loudly when you see your friends. That is his little motto. So there we go for today. I'll tell you what, there's been so much happen. It's very hard for me to read, quite frankly, because I can't even think. I mean, it's like I'm done with one video and something new comes out, or something new happens, or something weird is going on, or there's another motion. I mean, I've never seen so much. I know, right, you guys, right? Poe is my man. I have never seen so many motions, so commotions going on, and Hank is a disgrace to the legal community, in my opinion. Now, before we get started, I want you to just know, because we got a lot of things planned tonight. This is an entertainment purposes only channel, okay? It's not meant to hurt anybody. It's not meant to scare anybody. I'm not a lawyer. I'm not a doctor. I'm not law enforcement, but I am a tarot profiler. And I dig deep down into the personalities of these people and others. So if you know, you know. And we're just here to talk things out. We're just here to have a good time. And we've got the backs of Karen Reed and her defense team. I got to tell you this today. You're going to love this. All of a sudden, I was thinking of Mark Betterow. I can't wait till he's on this team, and I do believe that he will be. But all of a sudden, I don't know if any or all of you know the Mighty Mouse song. And that song, and then I put Mark's name into the song. And I have been singing that song all day, and I am bound and determined that we are going to manifest Mark Betterow to be on that defense team. In fact, let me add, I'm going to find Mighty Mouse. I'm going to find Mighty Mouse because I want you to see him. And let me see where I can find him. He's not far from here. There he is. He'll be here shortly. There he is. You know Mighty Mouse. I love Mark Betterow. He is just like this silent strength, the man of reason. And I've been singing this song from Mark Betterow all day long. And believe me, I don't know, does everybody remember the Mighty Mouse song? Do you remember Mighty Mouse? Do you remember Mighty Mouse? Let's say I was singing Mighty Mouse just yesterday. Were you, Andrea? Do you remember? Everybody remember? Yep, that's right, Bonnie. That's right. Here he comes to save the day, like a bolt from the blue. He is wise and true, fighting evil, fighting crime, and always there in the nick of time. So here he comes to save the day, proof that crime will never pay. Da-da-da-da-da. So let the trumpet players play. Oh, I did that too quickly. Da-da-da-da-da. For Mark is here today. Yes, Mark Betterow is coming in. We're going to manifest it. There we go. There we go. He has not, the affidavit for Mark has not been read by Auntie Bev yet. But Poe says it will be. So it will be read. And I do believe, because Karen has, in my opinion now, I'm not a lawyer, in my opinion, Karen has a constitutional right to have whomever she wants. I want you to know that if she makes the move of kicking AJ off of the team and kicking all of these other people off of the team, they will appeal and they will win. Because the same thing happened in the Delphi case. They will appeal and they will win because they've done nothing, in my opinion. I'm not a lawyer. So that's what I feel is going to be happening. I'm going to give you my assessment, and then we're just going to get started on a few little goodies. Thank you, my darlings. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love Mighty Mouse. Always have. I want you to know that Auntie Bean, I'm just calling her Auntie Bean. How's that? Boston Bean, Auntie Bean. Oh my gosh. Do you remember that was an EVP and I just now thought about it? Oh my, oh my. So Auntie Bean, she's going to be in between a rock and a hard place, in my opinion, legally. Because no matter what she does, if it goes against the defense and Karen, they can appeal. And look at all these, look at Brennan's motion based on the motion for dismissal from the defense. Look at Hank's motion. Can we be any more ridiculous? And you can just basically see the mess The reason, Kelly, the reason I called her Bean is cannoli bean. You know, I do that thing with names, you know, like cannoli, cannelloni, cannoli, cannoli bean. That's what that is. So that's the deal. But I've got to tell you, they are bringing such worldwide attention. I want everybody to sit back. I don't want you contacting anybody because I believe that there's been contact already by those people who are authorized to contact the higher ups, the higher ups. And I do believe that there is attention coming to this case. And that's what I believe is going to be happening with Auntie Bean. Now, as far as Mr. Meat, there are two people that I see that are in very big trouble. I mean, there's people that are in trouble, but there are two people that are in very big trouble, in my opinion. The two people are Mr. Meat, we all know who he is, and Higgy Baby, because in the end, Higgy is a throwaway like Proctor. You do not see anybody coming to save the day. There's no Mighty Mouse to save the day for Higgy. None. There was none for Proctor, and there is none for Higgy. The higher ups, I'm sure, have basically seen this. And believe me, yes, let's see, Beach Girl. Talking about when Judge Gull kicked Richard Allen's attorney off the case last year, he won't win his appeal for the verdict. Well, but I think but there were some attorneys that were also assigned that got back onto the case, is my understanding. But it doesn't make any difference because at this point, here's two things. Here's two remedies, in my opinion. Now, I'm not a legal beagle. I saved that for all the good ones, okay? There's two remedies. She can either dismiss the case, because then she saves all her buddies that were mentioned in the motion for a dismissal that needs to have a evidentiary hearing. If she dismisses this case, she saves those people from testifying. She doesn't save them from justice, but she saves them from testifying because each one of them needs to testify. Or number two, she needs to recuse herself because this is blatant bias, in my opinion. I happen to agree with Melanie Little because Higgy has got too many outstanding because see, in all of this other testimony, you see everybody is intertwined. Everybody has got everybody's back. You can see how the testimony of Jawbone Jen, in my opinion, and Maddie almost mirrored each other, almost word for word, like they were reading a script. Everybody has everybody's back except for Higgy and Proctor. Higgy and Proctor. They will save Tully, they will save Lank, but they won't save Proctor. He did the dirty work, and so did Higgy. So the world is watching. So she needs to dismiss or recuse. That's the only thing that's the only thing that can happen. In my opinion, now there's more. Like I said, I'm not a legal beagle, but we're here to get some insight. Now, I want to mention something. There's been a lot of talk about another creator, and I love other creators, but I've got to also tell you, please don't mention them in my chat, okay? because there's some things that I want you to go back and look at some other videos before this. While there might be some things right and people are allowed to make a mistake, I can't condone that person. And there's reason why. And if I told you, you would understand. It is something that is pretty serious, and I don't agree with it. So while we may agree on some things are serious enough that I don't agree on, and I just would prefer them not to be recommended in my chat, if you don't mind. So I appreciate that. So, okay, so Morrissey Meatloaf, any repercussions? Oh, definitely, because he was the one, Mr. Meat was the one that they were looking at to begin with. He was the one who made the hostage video. And if you notice, because there's one thing, pardon me, there's one thing that I just want to say, and that is when you are on the downward spiral and you have this crazy idea of what you want to happen, because Hank, in my opinion, is acting like a defense attorney and not a prosecutor. They won't give up. They will never, because people come to me, oh yeah, Hank will get, no, Hank will not give up. I don't know if you know it or not, but he has another contract now with the CW where he's going to be making $250,000 a year. Don't you think that it's kind of odd? I mean, seriously, don't you think that it's kind of odd that Karen's attorneys are all working pro bono, as far as I know, allegedly, supposedly? And yet Hanky wants a raise? Well, who's paying for that? The taxpayers. The CW is very easy. The CW is very easy to just hand out money because it's not their money. It's the taxpayers. So there you go. Lisa, it was mentioned before, and some people have left me comments in the chat. So I'm just going to say nobody's done anything wrong. Everybody is great, but I'm just saying, if you're going to recommend somebody, go back and look at previous videos that they have done. And even though some of the things might be right now, there's been some grave problems. I'm not going to mention the name because I don't think it's fair, but I'm just saying, I don't want you guys to be misled. And I don't think this person is doing anything to try to mislead anybody. But, when you find someone who's, do a little digging, do a little homework, do a little bit of, you know what I mean? Just do a little bit of research. And then you'll know. Then you'll know. Okay? Yeah, it's $250,000 just for this trial, and he'll be getting more. So yeah, that is a real boo hiss as far as I'm concerned. And there's just crazy again. So I think, we just, at this point, this week is going to be, and I'm going to say, March is coming in like a lion and going out like a lamb. And it's like, oh my God. It's Wild. So I have a feeling I know what is going to happen, but we're going to find out. And that's good. We're going to find out. Let me see here. Clerk Jim Clown, Brandon's contract, Breenan. Hello. That's Hank Breenan, Henry Breenan. I don't know if y'all noticed or not, but Hank Breenan took down his website, as far as I saw today, for his practice. So does that mean he's going to dedicate all of his time to this case? Brandon's contract was presented at $75,000 maximum obligation, but you can always be amended. It's a PR play, and he's like a bunch more under the table. Of course. He's been getting pocket pay from the bank on the corner of Walk and Don't Walk. You know what that means. Kelly says her defense knows she's the victim of a stronghold corruption over her, and for them, it's not about the money at this point. That's absolutely right. They want justice for John and freedom for Karen. The CW wants a win. And you know what? Don't you think it's sickening that they're fighting so hard against her? Why don't they fight very hard to get the truth? That's what I want to know. Where's the truth? Good evening, everyone. And for everyone coming in, if you're just coming in here now, we have merch. There's merchandise, and there is a link that is in the chat if you want to go check that out. I'll be adding more. Poe is here. Shaggy is here. All is right with the rain. Yeah. That's right, Lisa. It's right. But go back and look at some. I'm going to say it, okay? Because I'm not going to mention the name, and I don't want anybody to mention the name. But one of the videos that I saw was about Chris Watts. Y'all remember Chris Watts, don't you? The man who unalived his wife, his unborn child, and his two beautiful little girls in Colorado. Do we all remember Chris Watts? This person said that she had evidence that he was innocent. So I just want everybody to know and everybody to remember that, yes, we all make mistakes. But at the same time, I want you to take everything into consideration. I make mistakes. I make mistakes. So there we go. So there you go. My darlings. Okay. And that's right. Roxy, thank you so much, my darling. Don't forget to put your DNA. Doesn't cost anything. And we won't keep your DNA. We won't sell your DNA. But put it, please, on the like button. Please come in, say hello. Please come in, say hello. We love it. I love it. And I love you guys. Okay. So here I got a little something for you all. Right? Now, as I was thinking about Mighty Mouse, I was also thinking about Hercules. How many of you remember Hercules? Do you remember Hercules? The old cartoon Hercules? I used to stand by Hercules. Remember? Hercules, stronger than any mountain, Hercules. Remember that? Fighting for the right with the strength of 10 ordinary men, Hercules. You know, we've got to just really keep our, and those little songs, I love it. Those little songs just crack me up. And I have this is my way of manifesting. Gotcha? This is my way of manifesting to the point where I push these little songs out. I think of the defense team. I think of these wonderful times and these beautiful little things. And yeah, I'm ready to go. Ready to go. So click that thumbs up button. We're here. We're good. All is well. And I got to tell you, it's all good. We're all here together. I got another little surprise for you because I know that you all love to have and love to see EVPs, right? Because you're all here for the EVPs. Well, I have a little something more I want to show you. I do have, you know what, Irish, I've got to say this, my darling. I do have an old Hollywood voice. I grew up, my father was older, so he went to World War II. And all I heard now, of course, I was not around in World War II, in spirit maybe, but he always would play these beautiful Glenn Miller songs and all these, there is no verse for this song, 'cause I don't want to wait a moment too long to say that I'd love to get you on a slow boat to China. There we go. That's enough now for tonight. We got some bigger things to. We got bigger fish to fry. Hello. And that's where we're going. I love it. Popeye the Sailor Man. There we go. You guys are cracking me up. I love it that we can connect because listen, I walk around here, I sing these songs, and my son looks at me like, so I love Glenn Miller. I love At Last. I love all these old songs. I love them. Now, just a little disclaimer tonight. My son is actually playing in a tournament. He's here working. He's in the next room. He's playing in a tournament. So if you hear something yelling, if you hear something going on, I will, I'll say, oh, that's my son. But if you see something else, then we'll do something else, okay? So there we are, my darlings. Happy March 1st, because this is our weapon for tonight. And who do you think, what actually do you think this is? You know what? I have two of them. Gee whiz, what could they be? Not only do I have that, I believe in singing. Singing is for the song, for the soul, and I have an old soul. My soul has been around for a while. So, and look what else I have. Happy March 1st. Okay, so let's get ready, everybody. Let's get ready. I just think we need to get some answers. Now, these, my darlings, are going to be answering your questions. So I want you to think of some yes and no questions. I'm going to put the camera on so you can watch. I'm not going to move them. We're going to stand here. We're going to be, you know what, Kelly, that is a very good guess, my darling. And I'll tell you a story about automatic writing one time. Okay. But thank you so much, you guys. I sing because I love it. So, all right. So let's get ready. So think of your questions. They have to be specific, yes and no. It can't be like, what do you think this is? Do you think it is this or do you think it is that? It has to be, did this happen or did that happen? Very specific, yes, no. So let's get ready. Post here helping me. The kitties are here helping me. And we're going to get going. I'm going to take down so you can see it. Now don't worry. We still have EVPs to do tonight. So get ready. If y'all want to just stop here for a second and get a drink, get some snacks, get a pen and a paper, do all kinds of good things while I'm getting ready, as they say here in the South, fixing to get ready. Here we go. Now, and then I'll show you what we're going to do. You guys are going to love this. Here we are. There we are. You can see. All right. Now, I'm going to see, these are good questions. I'm going to put, no, let's see. I have to do this way, I think. No. Wait. I've got to set this up because I want you guys to see how this works. All right. I've got so many cameras and everything going on tonight. Here we are. There's my palm. Yes, I have that M in my hand. Do you see that? One night we'll do some palm readings. How's that? Oh, and now you can see my mess. There's Poe. We don't want to do that. We don't want to do that at all. Here we are. Here we are. Okay, my darlings. Ready? Here we go. Watch. Now, I'm going to shorten these so y'all can see them. These are dowsing rods. Have you ever seen these? And you got to be careful a little bit. There's a lot of energy. I can feel this one vibrating like crazy. Okay. You got to make sure that they're right. They are right. Now, I don't know if you can see. No, I don't know. Can you guys, how are we going to do this? You've got to see this. But I don't want you to see my mess because that's going to distract you. I don't care about the mess. I don't want you to be distracted. I want you to see how this works. Ooh, look at him swinging. Maybe what we can do is do this. Oh, yeah, Zelda. You're smarter than the average bear, my darling. Here we are. There we go. There we go. Here we are. Ooh. Yes, March is going to be this word. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. Now, the reason I want you to see my hands is because I want you see how much energy there is, and I've got to make sure that they are at the correct right angle. Now, look at this energy going crazy, and it's picking up a lot of your chats. I'm going to try to control it a little bit. All right, now, just so you know, can you all see okay? Can you see okay? All right, so this is what I want you to do. And we may only end up doing one, all right? But right now we're going to do two because they're and they're not magnets at all. I just want you to know that. These are copper ends. Ooh, this one will not settle down. Now, what you're seeing is it calibrating. When you see these, and I'm going to hold them very still when you see it. In fact, here's what I'm going to do. Let me do the EVP cam over here so you can see it a little better. When you see them cross, it is a yes. When you see them sit like this, I'm going to put my hands down here so you can see, okay? Because you don't need to see the ends. And when they go like this, I'm going to do it manually now. When they do this, it means no, okay? So this is yes, and this is no. So I'm going to start looking at your questions. And I see Christy has a good question. Now, I'm not going to snap it on her. Oh, here, let's use one. Let's use one for right now, and then I can do this. Here we go. And then I can keep these straight. Christy's question. Did John ever make it into the house? Look at this. Look at this. That is, I'm going to do it this way so you can see. It's coming toward me. That is a yes. That is a yes. He did make it to the house. Okay, now you can go back, buddy. Thank you very much. All right. Let me see. Whose question now? I would prefer not to put any names as to did this person do it or that. Let's not mention the deed itself because I don't want to cross any legal lines. Okay. So I think what we can do is say, do they know of? So let's do this. Does Colin know who unalived John? Oh, now that's it. Let me do this again. Here we are. All right. We're going to start again. Here we are. Does Colin know who unalived John? That answer is yes. All right. Now, you may come back here now. Let's reset you. I'm going to move you. We're going to reset. All right. Oh, good question, Lisa. Did Chloe bite John's arm? Did Chloe attack John? We're going to use two. Whoops. We're going to use two of them. See, it's difficult because I can't really get the camera straight. Did Chloe attack John? That is a hard yes. That is yes. Lots of energy here, my darling. Amy, I don't know if the feds can dismiss this. I don't know. But let's ask this way. Will the feds, let me get it down right. Okay. Look, it wants to cross before I even get the question out. Will the feds have a positive influence on Karen's case? The answer is yes. Okay. We already mentioned in Chloe. We're not going to ask if any particular person did this or not. I think I would be getting in some legal territory that I would not be able to get out of. Okay, let me see. Did Auntie orchestrate some event language? Okay, that question, Clerk Jim, is a little on the long side. It needs to be short and sweet. Let me see. Okay, legal swag. I think this is something that we can do. All right, here we go. We're starting. John's energy. Did John find out something that, see, I'm not even getting these questions out. That answer is yes. I'm going to hold it back here so you can see. The answer is yes. That's me swinging it because I'm trying to hold them back. There's a lot of energy. Okay. Steve, was the unaliving thing a weight? Do you see how that one always goes to the right and then comes back and crosses? Oh, look at this. Hello? Gonna come back to me. Yes. Okay. Oh, this is a good one, Sissy. Let's ask this. I want to make sure that these are level and that these are even. Okay, it looks like they are. All right. I've got them resting on the desk so you can see that. So I'm not holding them up in the air. Did John confront Karen about something on the ride to 34 about Higgins? Now that answer is yes, but I think they talked about that before. Look at this. I don't know if you can see. It's come back and actually hit me. All right. Pro Hawk. I love that. Biche. Pro Haka Biche. All right, here we go. Look at this. It keeps going. All right. Will JM Jennifer face some type of charges for this for job? The answer is yes. Yes, Hanks, for right now. We will for right now. Look at these. They're moving and I'm not even hanging on to them really. Lots of energy here. Kim, that is an excellent question. Let's get reset here. Did anyone get, do you see how these are moving? Did anyone get paid? Woo! It is swinging. Did anyone get paid to frame Karen? The answer is no. No one got paid to frame her. Marion, is there evidence somewhere in the back garden? Is there evidence still at 34 Fairview Road? Is there still evidence of John being unalived at 34 Fairview? That's kind of a weak yes. But see, it's one is going no and the other one's going. So I'm going to say, I think that might be maybe this one here is just going crazy. For those of you asking, this is yes and this is no. This is yes, this is no. So I want to do this for a second. Now you're going to see this pendulum. Okay. Now let me fix this camera. So, okay. You can see it a little better. Today, Zelda. We may see it. Okay. So I want you to know, all right? So if the pendulum, I'm going to do this on purpose. So if a pendulum goes this way, it is yes, all right? If it swings this way, which is counterclockwise, it is no. Anything like going back and forth is maybe, okay? So I'll let you know. We'll keep going. We'll keep going. I'm going to try to do this with my left hand. Now, pendulum, I'm going to hold this so I don't shake. Pendulum, I want you to rest, please. So we're going to do a little demonstration here. Okay. Now it is resting. Pendulum, I want you to, show us your yes answer, and please make it exaggerated. I want you to show your yes answer. So that is yes, everyone. Okay. Okay, you may rest now, pendulum. Now I would like to have you show your no answer. Please show everyone your no answer. Please show everyone your no answer. Here we go. It's starting to go in the opposite direction. That's how you do it. Okay, I'm going to hide this off of this message, off of here. And I can read you coming from, so I'm just going to read out and I'm going to hold this so you can see it, okay? And I want you to see sometimes how this pulls. So this is what I'm going to do. as a little demonstration, Poe is here for me. You see Poe. Hello, everybody. Okay, so this is Poe. And I'm going to ask the pendulum, I want you to swing toward Poe, even though you're showing his little butt in the camera. I want you to swing toward Poe. Make it very exaggerated, please. You can see that it's going toward Poe. All right, thank you so much. Please rest. And actually, please come to a complete stop. Thank you, thank you. Okay, so here we're going to do this again. We're going to go back and forth because there's a lot of energy, my darlings. All right, here we go. Rest, please. Here's a good question. Did John have anything to do with the Sandra Birchmore case? Did he know of, or did he have, I'm trying to get this into the camera here. There we are, into the Sandra Birchmore case. That answer is yes. That answer is yes. Okay, there you go. Okay. Is there any proof? I'm holding, that's me moving. Is there any proof that John O'Keefe went into the house at 34 Fairview Road? That answer is yes. Okay. Were there 3 brothers at that house? All 3 related to the homeowner? Were 3 brothers at that house? Yes. Yes. Good question, Kimberly. The energy from the wands do not affect the pendulum, but I will move them so that way there's no there's no thought of that. Okay, so now those are to the side. All right, so here we go. Did John know something that he should not have known? Did John know something? Oh, wow. And that is a big yes, my darlings. Do you see that? Okay, you may stop. Okay, Amy, this is a good question. Did Jennifer McCabe make the 227 search for House Long to Die in the Cold? Did she make that search? It says yes. Okay, please stop. Was John looking into the death of his former partner? The answer is no. Okay. Is there proof in the carpet from 34 Fairview Road that John was there? Is there any type of proof that John was there? Yes. Is the judge in this case biased? The answer is yes. Look how hard it is swinging, and I'll let you fill in the blanks. Okay, so what we're doing here now is we're connecting to the energy of the earth. So it's just kind of like having the metadata, right? We have the metadata of the earth. Did Karen hit John O'Keefe with her Lexus 570 SUV? And the answer is no. I love this, Stephanie. All right, go back to is Chloe 2.0, is the second Chloe that they dealt with the real Chloe? The answer is no. The answer is no. I can't ask names about the people that were involved because that just approaches a legal issue. So, did Brian, Albert, and Higgy actually attend the funeral in New York that they went to? And the answer is no. Oh wow, look at this. A big fat no. Let me see. Did John tell anyone what he found? Yes. Was John investigating the Canton PD? Now, do you see how it's switching? That answer is no. Good question, Amy. Is the CW or the witnesses going to throw Higgy under the bus? Are they going to point fingers at Higgy? Is the CW going to point fingers at Higgy? The answer is yes. Good question, Phoebe. Was this attack on John pre-planned? Was the attack on John pre-planned? No. Oh, I moved there. My hand jerked. So I just want to let you know that it's kind of hard to hold your hand in this position for a minute. Okay. Oh, good one, Stephanie. Is Jen, and you can hear Shaggy Noodle Angel. All right. Is Jen involved in the dark arts? Does she practice or does she try to do any dark manifestations? The answer is yes. Okay. Rest, please. Does Hank Brennan, know that Karen, does he know deep down inside that Karen is innocent? The answer is yes. That was a good question. Jeannie, is Kevin from South Boston really Higgy? I wish you guys could feel this because it is like there's someone on the bottom end tugging it. Yes. Yes. Good question, Lisa. Will Betterow be allowed on the defense team? Will Beverly allow? Look at it swinging. The answer is yes. If the way things go right now, the way they are, yes. Robin, good question. Was John assaulted outside in the yard or outside of 34 Fairview Road? It's turning. The answer is no. Will a witness finally come forward with the truth? The answer is yes. Very good, Clerk Jim Clown. Are strings being pulled above the governor's head for this case? The answer is yes. Did John know about Sandra Birchmore's case? Wow, look at that go. The answer is yes. Will Auntie Bean, oh, it stopped. Did you see this? It has just stopped. Okay, we're just going to let it rest for a minute because it is dead stopped. That is wild. Okay, that's me moving. The energy is so thick, it feels like someone is below my table pulling on this. I have a question. Does someone on the defense team have John's wallet and keys? It's not saying anything. Okay, now it's going to know. Will Arca, okay, let me reset this because it is now, it just stopped. It just stopped. So we're going to let it rest for a minute and we're going to go back to the rods. Okay, my darlings, we're going to go back to these rods because if you could feel the energy, and I'm going to shorten these a little so you can see them a lot better because there's a lot of energy here. Okay, here we go. Okay then. Let's get you set. Let's get you reset. Here we are. Now, there we go. I'm going to put these apart like this. You can see. All right, please reset and go back. All right, thank you. Will there be a second trial? Will there be a second trial for Karen Reed? That's a maybe. That's a maybe. Hello. That is a maybe. All right. This is a good question. Let me reset. All right. Come on, guys. Come on. I'm going to hold it like this so they don't keep going crazy. Oh, you're welcome, my darling. It does require a lot of energy, but hey, this is my gig. I'm here for it. I was doing this a little bit today, and I'll tell you what, it was wild. It was wild, some of the things. Okay, will Bev be kicked off the bench or will she recuse? Will Bev recuse? Maybe. That's a maybe. Okay. So thank you so much, everybody. Okay, let me make sure that they are here. Because see, I'm holding them. I'm going to hold them this way because I really want you guys to see. Maybe they'll move, maybe they won't. Oh, I don't think they will. I'm going to hold them. I'm going to hold them like this, and then you're going to see them. You see all the energy? All right, guys, calm down and let's get reset here. I'm going to set you apart here like this. Okay. Let's see. Will Brian Albert work as a strong for meatball or that is a no. Okay, reset, please. Okay. Will anyone come forward with any more knowledge? Will anyone come forward with any knowledge? That answer is yes. That answer is yes. See, my guys, usually I sit in front of somebody, but I don't think you can see me doing these. But do you see this? Now, I usually take this ghost hunting, and I will tell you that my grandfather used to do this with a willow branch, and I don't like the name, but it's called a water witch. And my grandfather back in the day found many of the deep water wells with his little willow branch for the farms that were there. So there we go. So, all right, so here we go. Kelly, I think that's a great thing. We're gonna ask that. Will we ever really know the actual truth about what happened to John? This is a maybe. This is a maybe. I think it just depends on how tough they get on these people. Here we are. Let me do this. Good. Did John tell anyone else about what he knew? Yes. Let me see here. Okay. I like to get them even. Will AJ be kicked off of the team? And this one is trying to cross over, and it is no. Oh, let me see. Let me rephrase this. That was a yes. Will Alan Jackson be kicked off of the defense team by Beverly Cannoni? Wow. Let me set these down. All right, let me ask this again. Will attorney Alan Jackson be kicked off of the... That's a maybe. All right, Bilbo. That's a maybe. That's a maybe. My darlings, we have over 340 people watching. If you could please do me a favor and hit that like and subscribe button, I would love it. And I would be so happy if you did. Oh, very good question, Clerk Jim. All right. Fair. Okay. Have any of the jurors communicated with the feds? I moved that. My apologies. Have any of the jurors communicated with the feds? And that is a yes. Okay. Let me see. Let me see here. Let me see. Very good question. Was John on the lawn? Okay, let me finish the question now. Come on. Was John on the lawn after 3:30 in the morning, January 29th of 2022? Let me reset these. Was John on the lawn? That is a yes. Oh, Lisa, there we go. Are the feds still investigating this case? The answer is yes. Let me see if I can hold them a little bit better. Woo! Get the energy. Hello. Oh, Phoebe, that's a loaded question, and I want to answer it. If Karen went into the house on the 29th of January 2022, would she have been hurt as well? Yes. Yes. Let me go back here a little bit because my arms are starting to shake. I'll extend these a little bit so we can see these. Because the longer they are, see, the more they swing. So I have to set it this way because you all won't be able to see them. And I can't hold them. Give me a second. Let me do something with this camera. Give me a second. Let me see if I can't. Hello. So good to see you. Let me see if I can do something with this. Oh yeah, I can. Okay, let me get this done. Now, here we are. This is good. This is good. Hello. Now you see. Did Auntie Bev? All right, let me reset. I've got to make sure that these are at the right angle and the right length. Shaggy. Oh, I'm sorry. I yelled right in the microphone. My apologies. Listen to the cats. Do you see this is a lot of energy here? Here we go, my darlings. Now I think you can see. Did Auntie Bev know the foreman? Yes, that was the jury foreman. The answer is yes. Okay. Thank you, Phoebe, you darling. Okay, did Tully, I always have to reset, so I'm going to hold my thumbs on here. That's what I do to get them calmed down a little bit because you can see they're all over the place. All right, so let me see. This is a good question. Does Paul really believe that Karen did it? Does Paul really believe? Maybe. That's a maybe. All right, let's reset. Shaggy wants me to tell he loves me. Oh, Shaggy's a noodle. I'm telling you, he's a noodle boy. Do you know I had a dream that Shaggy came right up into my face the other night and looked at me and said, I want a dog. That's what Shaggy said. No, Shaggy. All right. Oh, Debbie Goodwin. Was Lucky the one who was going to be framed for this situation? And that answer is yes. They swapped out the suspects. Okay. Get back here now. Let me see. Okay. Was the unaliving of John? I'm going to hold this until I answer the question because it keeps wanting to answer. Was this situation with John an accident or was it intentional? See, I didn't ask that question correctly. Was this situation with John intentional? No. Was the situation, the unaliving with John, an accident? It's hitting me. I didn't do anything. Don't point at me. The answer is yes. Oh, Amy, good question. Does someone have the original Sally Port tape? Yes. All right. Has the CW, now supposedly, remember, this is entertainment purposes only. We're not accusing anyone of anything. We're just having a good time, right? There's no accusations here. But has the evidence been tampered with? Yes. Was the tail light tampered? Okay, I've got to hold these. You see these. Was the tail light tampered with in the sally port? Yes. Yes. Is Chloe buried in the basement? No. You may hear a man's voice because my son is in a tournament in the other room. So he's in there doing what guys do. So anyway, let me see. Will Auntie Bean ever be held accountable for this trial? No. Unfortunately. Did John fall backwards and hit his head? Now you see how that's going like this? Okay. The reason it's doing this, I'm trying to get them back. All right. So the reason that they're doing this, when we ask that question, is because during that tussle, he may have fallen back and hit his head, but that may not have been the final blow. That's probably why. All right. Is Chloe, for entertainment purposes only now, is Chloe still alive? No. Let me see. Good question. If Karen went in the house, would John still be alive? No. If Karen went in the house, would she still be alive? And look at this. No. You're welcome, Auntie BB. Oh, good one, Deb. Did Chris really walk home? Did Chris really walk home? No. No. Is this a vendetta against, is this case a vendetta for Hank? I don't know what that means. Probably you don't know what I mean. Is this case, okay, hold on. Does Hank feel that this Karen Reed case is his way of getting back against the state? Is this his way of getting back at things? No. That's surprising. Was there evidence in the duffel bag that was in the house? Hold on. I've got some. Here we go. Was there evidence in the duffel bag that was in 34 Fairview Road? Was there evidence in the duffel bag? Yes. Did Chris go with Higgins? No. Nina, I love this. Were there any butt dials? Let me rephrase. Were the calls coming from these people, were they butt dials? No. Was Allie involved in this situation with John? No. Did Higgins drive his Jeep that night? Did Higgins drive his Jeep the night of 28th of January 2020? Yes. Was Hank offered anything in exchange other than money to take this Karen Reed case? No. Oh, I can't ask that, Rose. Okay, we're going to stop this right here. Let me get this energy together. Will Karen be set free from this nightmare case? Will Karen be set free? The answer is yes. Nina, should Zelda sing some more? That is so funny. Let me put these down for a minute. Now, who wants to do some EVPs, because we can come back to this? Because it does take a lot out of me trying to hold that stuff. Anybody want to do some EVPs? Oh, I'm not catching up very well. Okay. EVPs, yes. We can come back to these. It's just taking a lot out of me holding these and doing the pendulum, but we'll come back. Let me put them away. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Because there's a lot of energy here. I know you all know that. Okay. Gone. Gone with the wind. Putting this back to protect the energy in the little black satchel. Very good. Here we are. Let me get the hand of fate. I'll be right back. We have to have it dim in here for these. Here we go. Here we are, bubbies. Here we are, my besties. Don't forget, if you're coming in, we have new merch that is in the chat pinned. My darlings, let me get this camera together. I'm all discombobulated. Hi. Oh my goodness, here we are. Thank you so much for the super chat, my darling. Very generous. Thank you, Lady Zelda, for doing this. You are a gem. Well, you know what? You're a bigger gem. You're a bigger gem. I'm just an old lump of coal, but I'm going to be a diamond someday. Right? Thank you very much, my darlings. Listen, free Karen Reed. This is a lot. I love this energy. I love it that we're all together. But dang it, just free this poor lady. You love that I reference Gone with the Wind all the time. I do. I can't help it. You know, I mean, I get in my car and you know what I say? Horse make tracks. Who does that? Anyway, here we are, my darlings. Here we are. And yes, you can see the fan. I think we're going to be active tonight. There's a notification. I don't know why. There we go. Let this camera focus. Maybe it'll focus. I think it's too much light. Thank you so much for that super chat. Big fan, Lady Silva. Keep up the great work. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate you so much. I don't know why this is not focusing. I think the camera is too close. I don't know if I can. Hang tight, darlings. We got another fix. We got another fix. I think it's the light, my darling. Hung jury. Well, forevermore. I'm going to get it fixed. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. I think it's the light. Everything is reflecting. That says hung, my darling. That says hung. I'm getting my, this camera set up. We're going to fix this. So just hang with me for a minute. I'm thinking that's a hung jury, is what I'm thinking, because that's kind of what the mistrial was, wasn't it? Hung jury? It may be this time as well. Here comes another word. Current. So I think that means this current thing. This is almost it, honey. Hold on. Okay, there we go. There we go. We're going to say goodbye to this one. Goodbye. All right. And then we're going to say hello to this. There we go, my darlings. I'll get her. I'll get her. Southeast. Oh my gosh, is that Southeast Boston? I'm sorry. This is a pain. I know it is. I'm not going to mess with. Oh my gosh, who is doing what over here? Bless you. Oh my gosh. Deb, thank you so much for your generosity. Thank you, Zelda. You're amazing. You're adorable. We love your energy. Lori and I feel better knowing that Karen will be found innocent. Long road for her, but there is a light at the end of the tunnel. Absolutely. Thank you so much for that. And little B, you adorable baby, you 20 memberships. Welcome to all of those who now are full-fledged members. Oh, yes. Just everyone, thank you so much for that. I appreciate that. 20 members. You guys are just awesome. Thank you. Thank you. That's amazing. Thank you so much. Static could be lower. Is the static too high? Let me see if I can lower it just a bit. Is that better? Oh my gosh, Aunt BB, bless you, my darling. Thank you so much. And welcome to each and every one of you. I think you're really going to like it here because we have a lot of fun. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being here. Is that Kevin from, does that mean Kevin from Southeast Boston? Just be, I'm excited that you have found this community. We love you. We're going to have a busy this coming week. Blind, everyone. Blind. Good Sunday morning from Brisbane. Coffee for all of us. Thank you for having us with your breakfast. Thank you so much. Is that loud enough? Is that not too loud? I know some people like the static. Is that good? I can fix it in a second here. Thank you. Better. Okay. Very sweet. Thank you, everyone. Hello, everyone. And welcome to everyone who is watching. Blind Justice. I love that. Thank you so much, Stephanie. Blind Justice. Sound is fine. Love you, John. Like, hi, honey. There's my Candy. Say hello to Candy. That's my beautiful niece. That's my beautiful girl. Hi, my darling. That's Candy. Hi. Thank you so much for being here. Can you all hear me okay? No. harm. Oh my. Oh wow. This beeping is this. Can you guys hear me okay? No sound? Now you can hear me? Okay. Unit. Is that a police unit? Okay, good. Lock. Wow. I'm going to fix this one more time, guys. Give me a second. Maybe. There we go. Lock them up is right. Can everybody hear me okay? Idea. Echo. Okay. I'm not going to mess with it. There's an echo. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me? Okay, let me see. Can you hear me now? Okay. The date for future reference, March 1st, 2025. There we go. I am low. Let me read, as soon as it's going to be another word, and let me read through my browser. Gently. We've had a lot of spirits here. That's what's going on. Here comes another word, and then I'll restart my browser. Okay. Okay, I'm going to restart my browser. Can you hear me now? Let's try that. I think the echo is gone. Okay. There we go. Okay, good. I want you all to see this. Good. Thank you, everyone. Okay, so we're asking for the spirit energy of John O'Keefe to come in and talk with us. Any other entity or spirit is not allowed to be here. It is not allowed to be here with us, and you may not stay. We welcome the energy of Officer John O'Keefe. Please feel free to talk with us. No other energy allowed. You must go if you are not him. Standing Stones, I'm so glad you made it home safely. Keeping me, oh boy, on the dark ride home. Great questions, great work, Zelda. Thank you so much, my darling. Thank you, thank you. Standing Stones is a great one and a beautiful artist. Fire. Okay, could this be a fireman? Could this be somebody from the fire department? I think we're going to see some more action now. My pleasure always. Ken, I think that is a great comment. He liked to drink, but when he took his blood at the hospital, he was like 3 times the limit. Honey, I think they were all like very 3 times the limit. I mean, even Karen to some degree. But I do not believe she had as much as they're saying that she had. I think she was buying drinks. She's very, very loving and very giving. Bonnie, you be well, honey, and you take care. Get some rest. And just rest, okay? Heal. We're sending you some heal vibes. There's a lot of energy here. You heard my kitties. I've dimmed the lights. I've got some orbs going on over here. One of these days, I'm going to try to figure out how you all can see the orbs. But I will tell you, Yeah, Stephanie. But I will tell you, when I move from here, and I'm going to be finding out about a move soon, I'm not taking this stuff with me. This stuff was here. A lot of it now was here when we moved in. One of these days, I'll tell you about the frightening things that happened in this condo. Another time. Clean. Yes, I got to tell you guys something. This is funny. You see this. Remember when I told you that my washer was on the blink? We got another word coming here. My washer was definitely on the blink. My dear Airbnb landlord came over and he tried to reset it. He tried to do it out 5 days without a washer. Now, I'm the laundry queen. So I literally, knowing that he was coming over and not knowing where he was going to be, not knowing who he's going to bring, I wanted to make a good impression. And I've done nothing but clean for 4 days. But it's fixed. Got a brand new washer, and I'm happy as can be. That's right. John's energy. Correctly. I clean correctly. That's very true. This is hilarious. When you get things starting to come to you like this, it becomes hilarious. Thank you, Bonnie. Get some rest, darling. Okay, John. John's energy. You saw the week. There's another very intense week coming up. It is March. Do you feel, what do you feel? Can you give us an idea of what will happen for this coming week? Genre. I do have a clean house here. I actually like to clean. I just have been spending a lot of time on stuff. I mean, my bathroom didn't look like a crime scene or anything, right? It's just that, you want to put a little extra into things. It is March Madness for sure. Welcome to March coming in like a lion. I think it's going to stay like a lion. And if you want to see my March predictions, they are with, you see this channel right here, Fate and Fortune with True Oracle. Please go to their channel and you will see, and I've also posted the link in my community tab. So if you want to see March predictions. After. Okay, so we talked about this next week. So what's going to happen after next week? Good question, Stephanie. Federal versus superior. Good question. Good question. Good thoughts. Christy. Oh, that's, yes, Shari, roommate from years ago. Cable company never failed every house. Yeah, that's right. Christy, true crime genre. Because the true crime community law tube sure is trying to solve this case for the Commonwealth. Oops, bravo for that. Bravo. Now, Bonnie, that is an idea. Does clean mean that they had to clean the house after the accident? Well, we know they did. But after that is a good point. That is a very, very good point. Thank you for bringing that up. Allie, softball life. Family of 5 here. Bless you. And I bought the deepest, widest residential washer and dryer I could find. I'm short, so I have to reach the bottom without climbing in, but it saves me time. Well, bless you. I'll tell you, it is something else. And I make my own laundry detergent. I don't buy, I make it. And I have the whitest whites. Believe me, my whites are white, and I don't use bleach. Okay, let me see here. Ken is leaving us, everybody. Good night, Ken. My dear friends, late and bedtime. Fingers crossed for next week. We keep the faith. Love to you, Lady Zelda. Love to you and yours, my darling. Night, night. Love you, lovely people. Night, night, John. Thank you so much. Thank you very, very much. And I want to say good morning to many of you who are watching on the other side of the world. Thank you for spending it with us. We love it. Mary. John, were you thinking of asking Karen to marry you? That's a very sweet thought. Night, night, everyone. $5 p.m. there. Oh, bless you. Thank you for coming in, everyone. 2 a.m. in Scotland. Bless your heart. You're up for the long haul, aren't you? We're so glad you're here. Here comes another word, everyone. Okay. Kathy. Zelda, I have a bit of a petty question. Okay. Some of the other, it's not petty. You're welcome to ask anything you want. Some of the other tarot readers on YouTube who I respect read on Karen Read and simply got the CW's version of events. Well, sometimes that happens. And, you know, we can't really control what comes in. It just happens. Pair. It just, that's a great comment. And thank you for saying that, because that it just happens that this is my lot. This is, it's almost as though we, because I watch a lot of readers, and quite frankly, some of the tarot readers that I watch say that she's guilty of sin. Now, some of them say things about other people. Some of them say, and that's why I try to stay as unbiased as possible. And even in this case, I'm going to tell you, if there were something that would come up that Karen was guilty, I would tell you. But I've looked right from the beginning, and I don't see it. I do not see it at all. So could this be Aaron and Paul? Very good, my darlings. So it just depends on where the energy, where the spirit goes. Thank you, my darling. I only watch my Zelda. That's right. England. Are you saying goodnight to Ken again? Thank you, Standing Stones. You're a darling. 9 p.m. in Ontario. 9 p.m. here too. Legal swag. This is my son's hat. I'm a hat girl. I love hats. And it was raining today, and I just didn't feel like curling the old hair. So I borrowed my son's hat without him knowing it. But when he comes out and sees me, he'll know it then. Better late than never, right? That's how it goes. Let's see. Thank you, Kelly. You guys are the amazing ones. You guys are amazing. I'm going to tell you, I got really, really scolded. Oh, let me see. Kathy, my darling. Okay. Zelda, do you think that someone coughed, like, yeah, I get it, who is known to dabble in certain things may have manipulated the energy? 12 p.m. Sunday in Brisbane, Australia. Well, welcome from down under. We're so glad that you're with us all. You are our future, because actually you're a day ahead, right? I don't think she's that strong to be able to manipulate. Being here. You like being here, John? You like this? Because we like you being here. We like it. I don't think it would take a heck of a lot to manipulate that type. She's not strong enough. She just sends little balls here and there, but she's not strong enough. Sometime I'll tell you a story about Salem, Massachusetts, when I was up there. And it kind of ties in with this, the energy and that sort of thing. Absolutely, Crystal. That's absolutely. There's also they do, and they use it as a tool to get their agenda across, or they figure out where they're going to get the most views. I've been on here since 2018, and I didn't care. It was just through this case that I got to meet everyone on the Ford Edge. Could this be a Ford Edge? Ford Edge? I agree with you, Amy. There's absolutely no way. I'm going to tell you, though, I try not to watch other readers. Because, first of all, I don't think that I don't think that it's kind of fair, right? I mean, I just don't. I know other readers watch me because they tell me, and they like to share their opinion with me too. It's never positive. Oh boy, look at this, everybody. Look at this. Woo! Ooh! Oh my! Uncertainty. Sentence. Now remember that, because that uncertainty may not have registered. Okay? Sentence. Melanie, are you? Yes. I've always been a ball cap. When I played baseball, that's where it comes from. I was a second baseman for years. Now, not so much. Let me see here. Let me catch up. Ford Edge is what I'm thinking. Thank you so much, Parachutes and Pirouette. Thank you. In like a lamb in the southern Alberta today, 1 degree Fahrenheit, not putting the shovel away. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yes, you need to keep warm, my darling. You need to keep warm. Sherry D is the OG. Dionne Warwick, late night commercials. Yeah. Do you remember those, Sherry? Because you would have seen me. You would have seen me. That's for sure. I was on those late night commercials with Dionne Warwick. Absolutely. Kelly, you're just adorable. I'm glad we got to meet you through this case as well as others through your channel and creators. You know, thank you. This has just brought so many people together. It is amazing. And I pray one day I'll get to meet Karen. When this is all over, I mean, she's not here to be, you know, I want to meet her, and I will definitely be meeting Richie. We'll take you along till we meet Richie. Yes, Jerry, I figured that one out, and you look adorable in the hats too. Very good, girl. Yes, Eldest Bev's nerves were on edge. They were beyond, they were over the edge. Laura, I think so too. I think so too. This is the nicest, most chill. Because you know what? I don't put up with nonsense. I don't say nasty things. You know, there's no reason to be nasty to everybody. Everybody's welcome to have their opinion. And that's just the way it is. Right? That's just the way it is. Group ghost hunt. Wouldn't that be awesome? And now are you tired? I know we've been working you for a couple of hours here, all kinds of different ways. Will this be the end next week? Is that what you're telling us? Although I don't think so. Kelly, there you go. There you go. Standing Stones is getting out of uniform, and he'll be back in a moment. He's an awesome artist. Little Misfit, love ghost hunting. I do too. I watch them all. I don't care. Pardon me if they're fake shows. My goal is to get to Zach Bagans Museum in Las Vegas. Were you, Bonnie? A picture? Oh my goodness, that's cool. Thank you, Rosebud. Little B, they are very peaceful and calm and loving here too. Example. Okay, we'd like to have an example. Will the case end? Eminem 94. We all want to know that. Is the case coming to an end? Class. Huh. Look at that name. Heard about you through Melanie Little. I've been watching from the beginning of this horrible case. Bless you. Listen, Melanie Little, I don't know her personally. We just, say hi back and forth in our streams. She is class. She's, if I ever needed a lawyer, she would be top. She just takes on such a good, healthy, objective feeling for this. She tells the truth. If things don't look the way they look, then she tells it. She tells it the way it is. I love it. But I'll tell you all, I don't know if somebody's here seeing it or not, but I got, as they say, lambasted by another reader because, I always mention in my videos that I don't read reverse. And if a card comes out in reverse, and it doesn't always mean negative, but it can turn it into a negative, and sometimes it just scares people when you see these cards, and there's too many movies, right? I think we've got, you know what? I do too, Sherry. I remember when she had 5 subs too, and she's just taken off, and I just love it. I'm so happy about her growth. She deserves it. She works really hard at this, and I'll tell you, she's in a position where, it's got to be very hard when you're a lawyer and you see this type of thing going on, and you got to do the right thing and follow the law, and you have to file things the way, the right thing. And yet, my goodness, if I were there, I would be, I remember the boys in high school when they used to cough and go that, you know how they would do. I would be sitting there doing that the whole time. I would get kicked out. Back to the story. So this reader, I guess, gets on and she says, how dare I not read reverse? I say that I'm a tarot reader. I'm not. I'm far from it. And it is mandatory for me to read reverse. And I mean, it's kind of funny because I said, and it's not mandatory for you to be here either. You're welcome to go on. Asset. Now, asset can mean many things. If you're in a Fed case, someone who is on the good side can be referred to as an asset. Now, that's just me talking. Thank you, my darling Laura B. Laura does Reiki. I wish you were close by. Reversals aren't necessary. If it's not your preference, just people criticize. I know, right? It's like, have some respect. I don't, if I see something, but it's all up to the interpretation. You tell a story. And the way I learned, I'm 2 weeks from today, my darlings, we will be here celebrating many, 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 many things. Race. There is a race. Oh my gosh, and Sherry, my goodness, welcome to all of the new 10 members that YouTube has decided. I wish I could give away some memberships. They won't let me. But thank you and welcome, welcome, welcome. Pork. Oh, they found pork. Wasn't it pig DNA? They did. They found pig DNA. Oh my gosh. Who would know that? Nearby. Oh my gosh. So pork nearby. So, wow. Wow. Pork. Pig DNA. That's all I can get. Pig DNA. And I've got to say it. There was the one video about the inauguration. To me, it was just what's going to happen. I want to know. It wasn't, oh, this and oh, this. I saw a reader the other day that I for a minute, I couldn't stop watching. It was pretty heinous, and I don't believe in that kind of thing. But, people get mad over that thing. And usually, what are you going to do? My darling, welcome, welcome. In my opinion, pig DNA from making pizzas all day. Yeah, there you go, my darling. Next. Okay, so nearby next. Styling. I'll look in a minute. I'll tell you what, my cats. There's a lot of energy out tonight. Quietly. Nearby quietly. surface. You know what, Amy, they do? Chant. Oh, my. Amy, you know what? You know why, Amy? Because we live in a time where people just can't make up their own mind. People can't think for themselves anymore. They have to follow the groove. They have to follow things. Fortunately, yes. Styling 1. Don't be sorry. Don't be sorry. Nicole cleaning all the surfaces. Now that's a good one, Amy. Styling 1. Let me see about your darling Lucas. My dear Styling 1, not to get off track here, but this is very important for you to know. I think there are 3 people that were involved. I don't know if Lucas was with them or going to meet them, but there were 3 people. And this was a very unfortunate situation. And it looks like it just kind of went, one thing happened and another thing happened, and it went very fast. And it looked like it didn't happen the way that it's been told that it happened. And I think that was maybe a little something that happened. Okay? I'm pretty sure that's what happened. Dignity. Lived with 2 women. Okay. But it looks like there was a man there that night. There was a man there that night. I don't know. But I would get some rest that the truth will come out someday, even though it may seem like it's not going to, or that it hasn't. You will know. You will know. All right, John, tell us what you want to know about next week. Tell us about next week. I want to know. Let's go. You wake me up in the middle of the night, pal. Let's go. What do we need to know about next week? What's going to happen? We need to know what's going to happen next week. There's some dignity in this whole thing. It's like class, dignity, have some character, have some integrity. There is 0, in my opinion, with the CW. Agriculture. Now that's interesting. Did I miss something? I personally, from what I believe, is that his clothing was washed. Not him. His clothing. Pig farm nearby? Now that's an idea. No worries. You have friends here, Silent One. You have friends here. Aaron, you're right. Karen's parents are just chef's kiss popularity. So I think that what he's saying is that this case is gaining popularity because I'm pushing him to tell us about next week. So basically, I think popularity means notoriety. It's getting very popular worldwide. Okay, Stylen, we will. I will do that. I used to not have to write anything down. That has changed. Oh, D 1111. Good night, my darling. And thank you. So much love to you. Sleep well. Thanks for being here. Okay. John's energy. What can you tell us? Oh, look at this. Swing Fest. What can you tell us about Jennifer? Is there something that will come to light next week with Jennifer McCabe? Look how this is swinging, everyone. Oh, wait. No, it's stopping. Will something with Jennifer come to light? No, it will not. Okay, rest now. I can't see it either. But the problem is she's got judicial immunity. And unless she does something that is sinister, having an opinion is one thing, doing something on purpose. Now, if she's found out that she put certain players in certain, then there's difference. Then there's a difference. Parachutes and Pirouettes has been a member at the Level Zeldanator for 5 months. Thank you. Boy, that went by quickly, didn't it? Went by very, very fast. Listen, I can't wait to see these people meal. A meal of food? Is this a meal of food? I cannot wait to see these people perp walked. I can't wait. Little Misfit, I agree. Why don't people tell the truth? And it's because there's usually an agenda behind it. And that the pendulum is swinging, yes. Surrounding. Yeah, it is surrounding. Look at this.
Resisting arrest. Love you all. Well, we love you. Thank you for being here. The surname of Alessi means defender. Oh, I'm loving it. Other. Oh, I love this. Will Arca be testifying at the 2.0 trial? Will Arca be testifying at the trial? At the retrial. Let me rephrase this. Will Arca be testifying at the retrial of Karen Reed if it happens? And the answer is yes. Will there be another trial for a retrial for Karen Reed? The answer is yes. Will this retrial happen in April? No. I don't think it's going to happen in April. They're going to have too many appeals. All right, rest. Will the retrial happen in May? Oh, it shows no on that too. Okay. Will we see Morrissey get in some trouble? Is Morrissey in trouble, legal trouble? Scruples. Oh yeah, there's no scruples. And it's showing right now, yes, that Morrissey will be in trouble. Will Lolly have to testify? Will he testify? The answer is no. Good question. Amy wants to know, will there only be one charge for Karen? Will Karen be tried on one charge only? The answer is no. The answer is no. Okay, you can stop now. Good question, Stephanie. Will the habeas proceed to the next in process? Will the habeas proceed? Post. Okay. It says yes, Stephanie. It says yes. But you know, as these things can happen, you know, these things can sorry. These things can change because there's free will. I just read this, Rosebud. Zelda chant means a group of people chanting free Karen Reed. Well, you know what? I'll allow that. I'll allow it. I'll allow it. Laura wants to know, will there be a trial at all? Violate. Yeah, see, he's telling us about the CW because we're talking about how bad this is, that they have no scruples. They're violating. Will there be a trial at all for Karen? And the answer is yes. Mechanic. Oh. John, does that mean the Sallyport? Does host? Who's the mechanic? The host was Brian Albert. Now that's a good point, Kelly, because Yannetti is the host attorney for all the Pro Hoc Vice Pro Hoc Vice attorneys. Will some of the witnesses be charged with perjury? The answer is no. And you know, I got to tell you this. Perjury is one of those things that I think it's one of the things that they get, in my opinion. I'm not a lawyer, but I've never really seen a perjury, unless it was really bad, stick. And I don't know if you saw in that Brian Walsh case, but they were asking about the feds and Karen Reed. Mechanic Brian Wainless, was that his name? Wainless? They had to get a mechanic who dismantled the taillight housing. Oh, yeah, Stephanie. That's right. Did a mechanic fix John's car? That's a good question. Was John's car fixed after Karen hit his, did John's Traverse get body work after Karen hit him? The answer is yes. Wow, it is really swinging. All right, you can calm down now. Ah, will Turtle Boy have his charges dropped this week? Desolate. Wow, I think he's describing the CW, the desolate. Let's ask on behalf of Turtle Boy. I want his charges to be dropped. Will Turtle Boy's charges, all of his charges, be dropped? The answer is no. Disabled. Who did somebody disable something? The Sallyport? Oh, it says yes. I'm asking somebody and it's saying yes. I don't know what all those charges are for Turtle Boy. But it almost feels like there's going to be some but not all, and I don't know if that's possible because I don't know all of his charges. I'm praying that he does. Wow, look at this thing swinging. Turtle said he feels he will have to walk away with something. I think that's what it's going to be, Kelly. I don't think it's going to be all of it. Instruct. But I think the worst of it is going to go away. I think he's going to have something. I just don't know what it's going to be, if that makes any sense. I wish you would have nothing. Witness intimidation. Yeah, that's just so crazy. I'm going to tell you what, say what you want about Aiden, but he's gotten more of the truth out of these people than any mainstream media that I've ever seen. Oh, he has 16 counts. Oh, Lord have his. I love this. John, when we hear the sirens in the courtroom, value. Okay. Oh, value. There was something wasn't there something in the motion? I mean, to dismiss? Motion to dismiss Wednesday afternoon, March 5th, in large courtroom by Karen. Okay. We'll be watching. I'll send some vibes his way so he doesn't get a bunch of, I think they're going to drop something, but I do feel that he's going to walk away. He's got to have something. Ridiculous, 120 years plus in prison. Oh my. Now week. Value week. Okay. Oh, this is going to be a valuable week. That's what it means. Protein. Okay. Well, we better get our protein. And the EVP crossing energy may not clear with the pending. And the EV crossing energy maybe not clear with the pending. No, I think it's okay. I usually do this when I'm ghost hunting or something like that. It doesn't interfere because sometimes I'll use a pendulum and one of the rods, or sometimes. So it's okay. Great question. Thank you for asking that. The hash value, not hashtags. Oh my gosh. You guys know how much I love you. This is just cracking me up. Hashtag Hank. Eat your Wheaties because it's going to be a value week, a valuable week. You can't unring the bell. That's right. And you know what? You can't push a rope. I mean, I think the CW, in my opinion, I mean, they're trying to push a rope. They're trying to unring the bell. Well, I'll tell you what, Mary, I don't know if I can pull it off, but I wish I could have a great big event. I know I would like to have it. Allie, I can answer that for you. John told me, and you might want to go and watch if you haven't seen it, watch my original video when I first heard from John's energy. And they said the way he showed me was that it was just like costly. Yes, it is, my darling. It's almost as though it was an afterthought, and it's like, oh, here's his phone, toss. You know what I mean? Just kind of like, oh, boom, toss. That's how that was. Okay. Let's ask this, my darlings. Will Karen walk away from this next? Will she be convicted of anything? The answer is no. Will Karen file suits against the state of Massachusetts and et al.? Oh my goodness, and the answer is yes. Styling, I love Cape Cod. I've been there. I just love it. The last time I was there, I wanted to buy a house so bad. Steak. There's a lot of steak, isn't there? There's a lot at stake. This trial is costly for both of them. And you know, the fact that these lawyers are doing this pro bono, I mean, it just says so much. John's wallet and keys. I've asked him to Will 2 of Karen's charges be dropped? Zelda, go down to Eastham. Go far out. I had heard that before. What's in Eastham, my darling? I'll tell you what, last time I was in New Orleans, it was so dangerous, I left. Someone got hurt very bad in the hotel that I was staying in. It was crazy. But happy Mardi Gras to everybody. Assistant. I kind of I'm just really odd. I stay away from crowd things. People. Wow. People. Kelly, that's absolutely correct. They just so wholeheartedly believe. Well, I mean, look at this case. Who would not think? I mean, you have the trolls out there, but who would not think it is factual, scientific that she did not hit, my gosh. Who tossed his phone? It was one of them that carried him out. It was an afterthought. That's why it was under him. Here. Yeah, little misfit. I can't even fly on a plane. I have to be by myself, and that's hard. I can't do it. I have a hard time on a plane. Okay, Aunt BB, too. John, is that you in the courtroom when we hear the sirens? Do you make sure that we hear the sirens? Because we all really believe that that's you. Now, I don't know if you see this or not, but it's gone in a diagonal way, and that is maybe. So it could be maybe sometimes, maybe not all the time. All right, Pendy, you can stop now. Um, my daughter is in school in New Orleans from Louisiana. So, okay, well, yeah, Aaron, you know, I go down there to see all the haunted stuff and the vampire stories and so I do it to myself, I do it to myself. Orleans on Cape Cod, Outer Cape. Okay, I got it. You're welcome, Aunt BB2. What time is it? Okay. Once this case is over and things calm down and Karen and her family get situated and she's going to be okay. I know she's got a job, several job offers waiting for her. I wonder if she's going to go to law school in California. But because see, she wouldn't have to. California, you can work under a lawyer. I don't know if it would count, but I do know that Alan Jackson would sponsor her promotion. She would make a wonderful lawyer, but I'm going to tell you, I think that she will be an advocate for people, for those, because I'm going to tell you how many other people are in jail right now, because of this craziness that these people, the CW, puts people through, and they lie to get them into jail. How many innocent people are in jail? That's going to be the next thing. And there is a group called the Innocence Project. I've known some people that were affiliated with them. I also know one of the people that is affiliated with a huge DNA company out west, and the Innocent Project, yeah. And that is something that is, I mean, there's a lot of people, button. There's a lot of people that have been put away that are innocent. So she's excellent in the financial field. There's all kinds of different, she's going to be A-okay. Stephanie says California is also the only state that lets you take the bar from online. Yep, from an online degree. Isn't that amazing? Let's see. There's a lot of cool stuff for haunted going into a few weeks. Haunted Hotel, the street. Oh, Anne Rice's house. I knew Anne Rice. And I also knew of the vampire that she wrote about. Interview with a Vampire was loosely written on a true story. I knew one of the people. That was very interesting. She had another book. I can't remember the name of it, but it was very good as well. I thought the book was much better than the movie. This thing is swinging so hard. Look at this in my hand. Hello. Stop now. He could have lost a button in the basement. That's an idea. Love Anne Rice. Oh, listen, I've been around. And because, you know, I went through this when I was about 30. It started when I was about 28. After I left the Dionne Warwick line, Psychic Friends, I just started traveling all over, visiting all over these places, going to New Orleans, going to, you know, all over, to Salem, all over, traveled. And I drove. I didn't fly, I drove. So interesting. I would stop along the way, and I mean, amazing. I traveled all the psychic circuits and read cards, and, you know, went to all the psychic fairs. It was a lot of fun. I got to see a lot of things. I'm so grateful. I had a very blessed early career. Trooper. The answer is, I'm getting a no. Did the object belong to Brian or one of his kids? Oh, that did the damage. Let's read. Was that thing that did the was that a, I don't know how to ask it without implicating, and I don't want to get into that legally. I was, Kelly, I was the original group. I was on the late night infomercials. I don't know if you remember that, but I sure was. People. Okay. We said people before. Yeah, that was the first psychic line that I've ever started out with. That's the line that I was talking on when that St. George, oh my goodness, St. Jacques, no, Jacques St. George, whoever that famous vampire, I can't think of him right now, from New Orleans, called me. And then he called not long ago, last year. Silk. Oh, I didn't see that. Okay. Thank you for showing me Tazo's question. All right. Did Julie Nagel rent Judge Beverly Cannoni's cottage with her husband? Yes. Yes. Okay. The tool that, thank you very much, Phoebe. The tool that was used for the final blow on your head, did that belong to the homeowner? Yes. You're right, Bonnie. Once she is free, this is going to be an amazing, I pray I live long, and I want to see her live and live well. The best revenge she could ever get is to be well. Prayer. Absolutely. Oh my. Don't you love that? I love it. Oh, Jacqueline, I love this. Just checked in. Also, Poe tells you that he needs to be on your farm to protect all your free-range chickens. Hawks don't like him. There should always be. Oh, yes, absolutely. And a donkey. Much. Pray a lot. Pray a lot. I love that. If I had a farm again, I would definitely get donkeys are better than, in my experience, better than a guard dog in many ways. Abroad, they will take on, I've seen a donkey take on a bobcat and win. They're ruthless, I'm telling you. But I'll tell you what, I think those shepherd dogs are fantastic. Here we go. Cattle. Okay, so we're talking about farms now. Do you see what's happening? All right, let's get back on track now, John. because I am going to have to get off of here in about 10 minutes, my darlings, 10 minutes. That will make a 3-hour stream, and it's a lot of energy. Oh, did she? I didn't see that, Christy. Karen prays a lot. She mentioned, and I believe that. Cole. Geese are excellent. Yes, they are. Nobody's coming around them. I'll tell you what. Is somebody going to skip the country? Is someone going to try to leave the country that is associated with the Karen Reed case? Oh, that's right. Rose, that's right. Aruba was abroad. Is someone going? It says no. Stephanie, a 3-hour tour. The alarm guide told me you don't need alarm, just get a few German Shepherds. Yeah. We should ask Brian out a van. What about a van? Is that the van that took the carpet? Is it the van that took the carpet? My darlings, we have over 200 people outsider. We have over 200 people watching. Please do me a favor and give us a thumbs up. Thank you very much. Listen, when I was growing up, all we watched was Gilligan's Island, All in the Family, The Jeffersons. We had our nightly shows that we watched as a family all the time. And then after church on Sunday, it was the Monroes. Anybody remember the Monroes? About that family that the kids went across country in a wagon train? Well, that was a good one. We watched Rifleman. Oh my, all of them were so good. And then when I got a little older, my favorite one was Heart to Heart. Oh yeah, Bewitched. Bewitched, and there was a, oh my goodness, so many. I had a Great Dane. She was something else. She was a beauty. They referenced Karen as the outsider. Oh, that's right, with the Fall River accent. See, I'm not paying attention. I should be, shouldn't I? Hello. Beverly Hillbillies. Oh my goodness. Flintstones, McHale. Yes, all of them. People miss out. Those were the good shows. Wet. You were wet outside. Outsider, you were wet outside. Is that what you're telling? I Love Lucy. Oh, yeah. I loved Heart to Heart. Come and listen to my story about a man named Jed, a poor mountaineer, barely kept his family fed. And then one day he was shooting at some food, and up from the ground came a bubbling crude oil, that is. Well, the first thing you know, old Jed's a millionaire. He said, "Hey, Zelda, let's move away from here." It said, "California, but I ain't going, is the place you ought to be." So they loaded up the truck and moved to Beverly. Oh, yeah. We had 3 channels, and I was the remote. Moonlighting. Oh, my God. Moonlighting. I was living in Newport, Rhode Island when I first started watching Moonlighting, and that was the show. That was the show. Green Acres is the place to be. Father. Okay, Someone asked earlier how your father is. I could not hack Love Boat and Fantasy Island, but they were good. But I couldn't hack it. Hills, that is. Father, how is your father? Is he doing okay? I think John's father is just literally disgusted about this whole thing. I've got to tell you. I really do. I think it just makes him feel bad. Street. Oh, yeah, I wanted to be female MacGyver. And Medicine Woman. Oh, yeah, that was good. Okay, John, we want to know, will the jury be polled once and for all? I think personally, this habeas has some legs to it. But will the jury be polled? It says no. I think his father believes that Karen is innocent and he's been embarrassed. Look at Paul sitting there playing around with his chin in court. Please give me a break. You're trying to put a woman away for unaliving your brother and you're sitting there playing with yourself. Please. Please. Oh, yeah, he's been through HE double hockey sticks. He sure has. I feel bad for him. Don Drescher. Well, listen, my darlings, I used to watch Soul Train all the time. And that was, to me, Saturday, I would have my girlfriends over and we'd all be breaking it down in the living room on the farm. So there you go. We loved it too. And I don't know if anybody is from Ohio, but we used to watch Big Chuck and Houlihan on Friday night, right after the chanters were on the street. That's right. John's parents are raising the niece and the nephew. Oh, that's right. Oh my God, the Lone Ranger. Bank. Is this something that we can bank on? Or is this a financial thing? Oh, the Flying Nun. Oh my God. You guys, bringing back memories. Kathy Bates in Misery. I know. Gosh, she was great in that, wasn't she? Paul grinning as Hanky goes off on his lies. Oh, God. I don't zap people, but that kind of makes me wish I could. Boy, this has got a lot of energy in it tonight. State Street Bank. On State Street, that great street. I just want to say. That's Chicago, though, sorry. It makes me sick. I noticed that too. Yeah. Oh, yeah. The Flying Nun was great. Yeah. Sally Fields was adorable in that, wasn't she? Jen allegedly talks a lot to the niece of Mrs. O'Keefe's ears. Oh, Lord. That poor kid. Can you imagine having Jen O'Keefe as a teacher for your child? In my opinion, I would be locking horns with that person often. Oh my gosh, Rosebud. Marsha. Well, you know what? The CW is the Brady Bunch because they do nothing but have these Brady violations, in my opinion. That's why I said in Melanie Little's chat the other day, they are the Brady Bunch. The Brady Bunch. The Brady Bunch. I haven't seen the new Matlock. I wish I could. Okay, Amy, she's keeping me on track here. I need to get on. Is anyone else going to be arrested for this crime? Will people start getting arrested for the crime of unaliving John? And the answer is yes. Amy's got some good questions. She's keeping Zelda on her toes. It says yes. Yeah, Amy, right? Boom, boom. Red rum, red rum, red rum, red rum. Right? Right? Tick, tick, boom. That's it. And look, this here is just going crazy. We won't ever look the other way. That's right. We won't. We're going to stick with this, John, until we find. We're not going to let this go. Color. This pendulum is just going, it feels like someone's tugging it. Well, someone that, let me see, how can I? Similarly, okay. I mean, that's all I need to see for tonight. That word right there. I'm going to tell you truthfully, I don't understand why the CW has not charged Matthew Farwell. And I believe that is causing a problem. Because the state should be charging him and they're not. Why? Why? I want to know. Ah, the color, the red Solo cups, the Sallyport video. You guys probably laugh at me because when these words come up, I just like, oh my gosh. Yeah, that's right. That's what happened, Standing Stone. Just as Amy asked that and it said yes, then the EVP came up and said, Red Rum. They're all involved in some manner or another, in my opinion. They all are. Yeah, you have to go back, Standing Stones, and see this. Shift. This pendulum just is not stopping. It is actually moving because it feels like somebody is tugging on it. And what I mean by that is someone taking it and doing this. I better be careful. I think Mark Betterow is Mark Betterow going to be allowed to join the defense team? I believe the answer is yes. I think she's going to let him based on the affidavit that David Yannetti is putting out there. Yeah, Aaron, my stepdad's nephew was unalived in New York and state convicted, then referred to feds for conspiracy. He was convicted there. Absolutely. Why hasn't Mass filed charges? I'll tell you why. Because if he files charges on them, the perpetual poop rolls downhill. That means Gitmo Guarino, in my opinion, would have to get charged for what? Not finding out 30,000 texts. Oh, there's nothing there. Hello? Yeah, we do need a commercial like that. I actually was going to make a thumbnail, but that might be carrying it a little too far. I got to be careful. Didn't someone see, but it wasn't the shift, please? I don't know. And yes, the pendulum first, yes, then red rum. That's right. The pendulum says yes first, and then red rum came. Bones. I don't know if you all saw that, but that just flew out of my fingers when that came on. Yeah, the feds do know who designer. Wow. This is pretty intense. Food. Designer food. Bones. Designer food. That pendulum just flew right out of my hand. I tried to catch it. I'm afraid it'll hit the screen of my computer. New Bedrow papers were submitted by Yannetti. Yes, the affidavit. Auntie Bean has them. No broken bones. Exactly. Rebel. Were you a rebel, John? I think so. I think you were a rebel. No broken bones. That's right. Food, donuts. Haha, Amy. But DA in that case was apparently not dirty. Personally handled case. My sister said he came out and personally met with my stepdad's brother. See, that makes a difference. Why hasn't Mr. Meat charged him? That is a problem. I want you to know that is a problem. And this is exactly why Karen's defense team is asking for the transcripts on the Sandra Birchmore case, because they want to see what happened. Why weren't these people charged? And why did the feds? That's why, think about this. Why weren't these people charged? Did you say Yannetti submitted the Bedrow papers to the court? Yes, he did, the affidavit. Yes, it's my understanding that he did. The pendulum says about Bedrow, I've asked him, let's ask it again. Will Auntie Bean allow Bedrow to join the defense team? And it says yes. So that's as of right now. Let's hope it remains that way. Frustration. This is very frustrating. Will Karen get any federal relief? That's an excellent question, Amy. Will Karen get any federal relief? It is saying, it's switching gears, and it is saying no. Did you see where the local news outlet did an FOIA and discovered the hanky was actually going to? Yes, I saw that, Boston. I actually sent the link over to Attorney Melanie. I saw is pitiful, but just pitiful. Because it's not, the reality is this is the taxpayers of the state of Massachusetts. Pitiful, pitiful. Marsha. Yeah, I think that's Standing Stones. I'm thinking a rebel. Uh, oh my. Could be a shift in the case. Look at this next word, my friends. But yeah, Standing Stones, I think a rebel as going up against the system. Yeah. Let's ask again. Pendy was going both ways on that question. Okay, so Amy, ask the question again because it was going, will the feds provide relief for Karen in this case? And the answer is no. Laura B, we have not learned anything yet, hopefully, because, Auntie Bev had to do this craziness with everything else that's going on. She did say that she received the affidavit. We should be hearing this week about Mark Betterow. Was this something, what you've got there on the screen, was that something that hit you, that was used on you, John? The answer is yes. Did this certain weapon, I'm going to say it that way, did this certain weapon have any distinctive marks or any type of anything on it? The answer is yes. Will Bev dismiss this case? If she's smart, she would, but the answer is no. If she's smart, she would dismiss it based on she could protect her buddies, in my opinion, from testifying. Because they're going to have an evidentiary hearing. Was the item that was used cartoon? Was the item that was used on you made to be a weapon intentionally? No. Good question, Christy. Was the weapon a vehicle? The answer is no. Look at it swing, how hard it's swinging. Look at this. No. Was the weapon a golf club? No. Cartoon Turtle Boy? Okay. Is the cartoon mean Turtle Boy? No. Was the weapon a weight from a weight set? Yes. It says that it was a weight. Hanky is the cartoon. Oh. I don't know if I can ask that or not on here, Kimberly. Let's be a little careful about putting things in the chat because the algorithm will beat me up. So Because they will demonetize me in a heartbeat. So let's be a little careful, please. You can spell that word a little different, maybe. Oh my gosh. I know that the family room had a lot to do with it, like a living room. Good question, Amy. Did John fall backwards and hit his head on a weight set? And the answer is no. I am used to seeing that ring on your right hand. Last I watched, you held the pendulum in your right hand, and this live stream appears in your left. My darlings, are you inverted right now? Oh my gosh. This is my right hand. I was holding it with my left hand for a little while, trying to do some other things, but I had to hold it back into my right hand. So we're not inverted, my darling. They say poo-poo for that. Yeah, good. I can't ask about any specific person doing any specific deed. I don't think that it was planned, but I think that from what I understand, what I got from his energy, it was things were tense. They were just trying to rough a little bit and posture a little bit, and then he got pushed and he got pushed into someone, and then it just took off from there, and it was so fast that it was just nothing. It just happened like split second. He tells me within 12 minutes of him getting into the home, within 12 minutes of getting into the house is what he told me. It is a smoky quartz. Thank you so much. I bought it at an antique store in Sevierville, Tennessee. Chrissy, if you could please not, okay? Oh, look, see? Right there. That's our answer. That's the answer right there. It was a confrontation that went badly. Supper. Yeah, smoky quartz. Chrissy, I'm not in Hannah. He has said Hannah before. Who is Hannah? Oh, there is a Hannah that is, oh, you live an hour from Sevierville? Oh, I used to live there, honey. I lived there for 20 some years. Oh, really? National, that's great. Who's Hannah? There was a Hannah that testified. There was a Hannah that testified. I do clear the energy from my ring and from everything, because I don't wear my ring all the time. I thought there was a Hannah that testified. Let me take a look. because I will save it. I say these things when I see it. Let me see. Oh, a Heather. Okay. Okay, it was Heather. Heather, not Hannah. Okay. Okay. Let me see. I want to check though. Because I do save these things. Thank you for letting me know. No, Hannah. Okay. It probably was then Heather. Okay. There we go. Western. Was it like the Wild West? Is that what it was? My darlings, I can only go for a little while longer. So we'll start wrapping this up. The basement bonus room looks like it has been a man cave or escape from the family room. I'm pretty sure because he basically said that Hannah is a reporter. Okay. Because his energy basically told me that he was laying in a cold, wet area, like a dark, wet area. A dark, wet area. I love amethyst, but I found this and it fit me and I put it on and that was the end of it. Bella and her mom featured heavily were mentioned by Lolly to prove Karen was jealous, but it muddied the side. Yeah. Alec Baldwin case, that's absolutely right. Just talking about Green Gables, the Anne of Green Gables. Lady, move your image so we can see the scrolling through your screen notes. I'm not sure I understand what you want me to do. I'll be glad to do it if I understand. Wait. Move your image so we can see the scrolling through your screen notes. I don't understand. I'm sorry. I'm tired and I'm dense. I'll be glad to do whatever you need me to do. Charge my crystals with full moon and make moon right. Yep, me too, Kel. There's a new moon coming soon. It's okay, Zelda. It's not me. Okay. That image was dismissed. Okay, where's the event happen? In the part of the house, you have 2 video images. Yes, I do have 2 video images. So what would you like me to do with them? We could see a reflection. Oh, okay. Is the reflection in this one? Let me see what I can do here. Is that better? That's weird. The video is all. I have a video. That's weird. Because there's not anything. Let me see. Disorder. We couldn't read the list of words behind you. That's so weird. Is that better maybe? Is this better? There's no list of words. Oh, I got. Yeah, no. I was actually looking on my X account to see because I saved things on there. I get it now. No, that's okay. I wouldn't have done it. I get it. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I wanted to see if I could find, there we go. I wanted to see, because I was looking on my X for who I thought Hannah was, but I believe it's Heather. I'm going to put this away. It is getting so and I have to clear it. So my darlings, I'm going to let another word or two go by, and then we're going to say goodnight because this is kind of draining me. Watch out. Come here, Petey. Come here. I know it, Angel. I know. Come on. Come on. I know it, Angel. This is Petey. This is paranormal Petey. This is another big man of mine and the biggest baby going. Originally on the empty desk in the donors room. This is my man. See this dude. Happy Saturday, Lady Zelda in the chat. Happy laundry. Oh my gosh. Do you guys see this? He told me it was in there was a laundry type of room near the exercise room. That's where he was, in a dark like utility room where they keep the furnace, and they had laundry or something in there. And it's near the weight room. Thank you, Stefan. I'm so glad you did. I didn't know. That's where it was lost. That's where he lost. We're in the basement. Oh my gosh, Kelly. Oh my gosh, right, Kelly, Microdots video. See, it's kind of the same thing. Good night, Bonnie. Yes, at 34 Fairview. Yes, at that house. Yes. At Brian Albert's house. Yes. Oh, Nina. Oh, bless you. Well, that's not nice. Lost. They washed his clothes. Yeah. Yeah, lost his phone. Jim kept calling his phone. Yep. Yes, Amy, exactly. It started up there. It's my understanding that they went downstairs. There were two in front of him, one behind him. And he either lost footing or got pushed and was pushed into the two in front of him, and that's when it all started. Oh, I'm sorry, Joellen. Kelly, I think it was exists. Okay. I I think he lost consciousness for the most part during that time. It wasn't until he was outside and he went to the hospital that they could not revive him. Scared. Oh, of course. Of course you were. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yes, my darling. Okay, standing stones. Yeah, that's kind of what happened there. That's what I was shown when. Yes, you can see the kitty's face. I just saw that this is his name is PD because when he was a baby, he had a bigger circle around one eye, so he became PD after Little Rascals. Gate. And see, I believe that he was taken outside behind the house, through the gate, and through to the front. That's what I saw. They did not take him out. See, bottom, seldom. Did you see bottom came first and then seldom? It is heartbreaking. So he lost consciousness, but he was really not aware. After this happened, he was not aware, and that's when everything was happening. Oh, you're welcome, Nina. He's my big man. He's the biggest lover boy. Presidential. I'm going to tell you this. I feel that there is still some bigger people up the ladder that is going to help out with this project, presidential project. That's. Are you okay, buddy? And you should see they're all sleeping here. When things are really energetic, was he out of his body at this point? Close, Amy, close. He was just tethered on edit. He was very close. This is PD. This is paranormal PD. Yeah, I believe that, Kelly. I believe it. I don't want to say that word because people get upset, but it's truth. I believe so. Because they don't have scruples, in my opinion. They don't have morals. You know why it's very hard for all of us to understand how this could happen and how they could be done is because you, my darlings, and I would never think of doing anything like this. Never. That's why it is so hard for us to fathom how this could happen and how this could be done. Yeah, it is the truth, Amy. It is. It's right. But that's why it's so hard, because that mindset, they don't believe in the hereafter. They may believe in God enough to go to church at Easter. But you know, I don't know. I can't judge. But it's just bad. Oh, somebody has the Alexander. Who's Alexander? This has said Alexander before. Karen has his phone. They found it under his body, but Karen has his phone. Oh, I'm so sorry. Goodbye. He lost the fight. That's right. Sad as can be. Alexander has come up before. I don't know where that's from. I don't know if she had the actual phone or forensic image. No, I think she has the actual phone. She has the actual phone. Because when she gave him mouth to mouth, she rolled him over. And that's when they found the phone. Bad. I know, honey. See, it just makes me sick. I'm glad I'm not close enough to that courtroom because you guys would be raising bail money for me. Mine. I know. Blow. Boy, that could mean a lot of things. Carrie had the phone? Okay. But see, Karen in her last interview said that she had the phone. In that interview with Ted Daniel, she said that she had the phone and she went through and was looking through the phone. Oh, she meant the download? Okay. I got you, Kelly. Thanks for that. Okay, got it. Thank you. Snowblower. Oh, wow. Thanks, Kelly. Thank you for correcting me. Okay, I gotcha. I gotcha. Careful what we put in the chat, my darlings. Careful, careful. Yeah, Christy, we would ask them to put this in there together. You know, that's the scary part. You can't fight these people. Got it. Okay. Thanks for correcting me. There you go. Yeah, she did recently say that she had the phone during the Ted Daniel. That's what confused me. She said she had the phone during that interview. So did the blow to the back of the head wrap around to the front? Probably. Attorney General office ago. Oh, Attorney General's office. Now that's a good thought. I wouldn't have thought of that. Christy. Oh, yeah. See, you know why you guys are my Tarot Crime Lab techs. I don't know. Unless she was paying for it. It may have been her property. I don't know. You know how those things are. I don't know why she would have the phone. It kind of Shocked me for a moment when she said that. Probably, Kelly. Could be, I don't know. But she said it was very clear, and Alan Jackson said the same thing. I don't think I would write to anybody at this point now. Any political person, I would not, because I think there's been a lot. I think there's been some attention. Mark Betterow posted something. I trust him, and I think that we just need to just sit and let all of the experts handle it, because I think nothing more that we can say will, I mean, it's not going to matter. Well, it will matter, but it's not going to change things. So I think that's what we need to be doing. We need to be cautious and not write anything. Yeah, this has been going now for a minute, and I really do need to go. This is going to be another word. It's discoverable exculpatory evidence. So they have access. Yeah. You know what? Whatever it is, Kelly, I'm thrilled that they have it. Because that's when Karen said, looking through, she saw all the mistakes that they made. Both of them hanging around. And then she said, and his chief. I don't know if anybody caught that or not. Leaf blower. That's something we don't need to create more chaos. Yeah, I think we just need to just stand down and let the legal beagles take care of this. Are the letters Greek or English symbols? I'm not sure what you mean, darling. Love you, Bonnie. Have a good night, darling. We'll see you soon. You know you will. I think they would have had worked out their attachment styles, and sounds like they were trying. Okay. I don't know. I don't know. But my darlings, I'm going to say good night. This device right here is getting very warm. I can feel it this far away from the device because I have to keep it plugged in. It's not good to run it this long. So, well, I'll tell you what, my darlings, I'm here to do that for you. You guys take care of me, and you're so good. And I thank you so much for being here. This is going to be a very good week. I will be in Melanie's lives this week. I don't really like to say anything because I don't like it. You know, I don't want to take over her chat. That's not fair. That's not what we're there for. There's another word coming out. Kelly, it's been my pleasure. I look so forward to this. And there's going to be all kinds of different things. Don't forget, my darlings. And let me turn this off. I need to turn it off. Let me turn it off now. Okay. Well, now, of course, you come up with another video, or another word, rather. Let's see what the last word is here. Unique. Oh, my things froze. It says unique. Unique. My video froze. There we go. There we go. There we go. We got it now. We got it now. All right, my darlings. So I'm going to cut this off for now. I will post all of the words coming about. This has been a lot of fun. I want to thank each and every one of you for being here. This is great. Melanie will be on Tuesday. Yes, she will. I will be there. I like to say hello to everybody, but, you know, I like to be respectful of her too. Thank you so much for being here. I love sharing the gifts. I love sharing it all. My camera looks wonky. I look wonky, but hey, we're here for it, right? I mean, you know, let me see here. If you would like to have a reading with me, I'm going to put the QR code up here right now, and you can click on that, and you can get one question for $15. If you want to watch one question, $15. So there's the QR code, my darling. You're more than welcome to, and you see it in the chat as well. Click on that and it'll take you right over to the page that you can order. And also, if you want to just check out some other things, go on over to the shop, and that is the Psychic Shop. Now we are sold out of Kipper Deck. We've got more coming in. So all the orders are out. I've got 4 more that I'm going to be mailing on Monday morning. And so just so you know, I'll be getting more, and I will announce that as well. So just so you know that, my darlings. And let me see if there's anything. Don't forget, check out the merchandise. I don't know when it's going to attach to the videos, but check it out. I think you're going to like it. Let me see. There's another QR code right there. So check out the merchandise. I think it's a lot of fun. We've got Be Brave on there. I think many of you should be. And I'm going to be adding Poe on a shirt probably, and our little duck, our psychic duck. I'll add her on there. Oh, I just got a big knock on the door. Did anybody hear that? Anybody hear the big knock on the door? Zelda, can you add a 30-minute call on True Oracle? Yeah, all you have to do is go over to True Oracle, and then you call me, and then because we can't go any more than 15 minutes, so you'll go 15 minutes, and then you'll ask if you want to continue, and it's within 15-minute intervals. So that's how that goes. Let me see. Yeah, you can get a reading with me. All you have to do is go over to that website, which is www.trueoracle.com. And that, here we go. I'm going to put that up there. Then all you have to do is you'll see when I'm available, and then you can call in. There's first-time caller rates that are pretty cheap, and they're cheaper than a Starbucks coffee to talk with me for 10 minutes. So yes, you can get those. So there we go. So did you hear the big knock on the door? Yeah. Yeah. A lot of energy here, my darling. So I've got to clear this out. So anyway, yes, I'm going to put Psychic Duck on a shirt. And just remember what Poe says. Remember what he says. Collect shiny things. hop around for no apparent reason in the street, and scream happily and loudly when you see your friends. That's what it's all about for little Poe. And he's here for you guys too. So thank you so much for being here. I really love doing this. It's hard for me to say goodnight, but I've got to say goodnight. And that's about it. Yeah. Yeah. So this was the energy. Sometimes trying to get in, probably trying to get out. We just never know. But anyway, my darlings, it's that time. And I will see you very again soon. Watch now. Thank you so much for your support on this channel. I appreciate you being here. Now do me a favor when you get a chance, because I want you to see the video that I have posted on Fate and Fortune with True Oracle about March 2025 predictions. You'll be so happy. It'll be just amazing. And it is going to be amazing. There's so much going on now. And then what I want you to do is while you're over there, please subscribe. There's almost 200 people. Please do me a favor and hit the like button and subscribe. But when you go over there, and you can find that web or the channel in my channel, my darlings, and then you can go click on that and you go over there, because when we get to 4,000 subscribers, we're going to have a giveaway, and we'll probably be giving away a reading. So just let me know. Go over there, click on, say hi, say bye, and all that good stuff. So anyway, and then we have Manifestation Monday, more messages from everybody, and they're having their little rice money jars, people getting, I mean, it's amazing. Some of the things that are happening. That is at 1 o'clock on Monday, Eastern time, on Fate and Fortune with True Oracle as well. So we got a lot of things going on. Thanks for reminding me about that, Amy. I appreciate that. But, oh, I'm sorry. Well, you may have to try to watch it again. We have to try to run. Oh, I'm so glad that you did. Very good. Very good. There's a lot of great things that are happening. This is going to be a monumental year for many people. So, my darling, be brave, be blessed, and we'll be back, and we will see you again very soon. Thanks for being here, and thank you so much for the generosity. Oh my gosh, you guys are so generous. Thank you so much, and we will see you, everybody here. My sleepy crew, they're over here snoring. My sleep, and on one of these days, I'm going to do better light. 1 minute I look green, 1 minute I look as pale as a ghost. The next minute, whatever. We're here having a good time. Thanks, everybody. Much love to you. And you get some rest, and we'll see you again next time. Bye for now. Peace.